The Secret Formula of Happiness, A Jar of Joys. In the small village of Willowbrook, surrounded by green hills and fields of wildflowers, there lived an old man named Daniel. Daniel was known as the happiest person in the town. He always had a cheerful smile and sounds wise. If someone had a problem, they went to Daniel, and he always found a way to bring peace and hope. One sunny morning, a young boy, Leo, approached Daniel, who was tending to his garden. Leo always admired Daniel for his wisdom and happiness. "Daniel," Leo asked, "I want to know about your secret formula of happiness." Daniel smiled. He wiped his hands and sat down on a wooden bench in the garden. Leo sat next to him. Daniel reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, plain glass jar. It looked old, with a cork lid and scratches on its surface, as though it had been used many times before. "This is my jar of happiness. It holds the secret to staying happy, even when life gets hard." "Would you like to know its secret?" said Daniel. Leo's eyes widened. "Really? What's inside?" "Nothing," Daniel replied with a laugh. "The jar is empty because happiness isn't something you can hold. But it reminds me of the three things that truly matter. Do you want to know what they are?" Leo nodded eagerly. Daniel began, "The first thing is gratitude. Every night, I think of three things I'm thankful for. Some days, it's big things, like good health or a friend's kindness. Other days, it's small, like the warmth of the sun or a tasty meal. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your heart feels lighter." Leo thought for a moment. "I'm thankful for my mum's hugs and the way the stars look at night." "Exactly," Daniel said with a grin. "The second thing is connection. Happiness grows when you share it with others. It's in helping a neighbor, spending time with family, or simply smiling at a stranger. When you make someone else's day brighter, it reflects back on you." Leo's face lit up. "I helped Mrs. Watson carry her groceries yesterday. She gave me a cookie and said I made her smile. It felt really good." "That's the magic of connection," Daniel said. "Now the last thing is accepting what you can't control. Life isn't perfect, Leo. Storms come, plans fail, and people can disappoint us. But instead of wasting energy on things you can't change, you can choose how to respond. That's where true happiness begins. Inside you, not out there." Leo was quiet for a while, staring at the empty jar in Daniel's hands. "So the jar doesn't really hold happiness," he said slowly. "It just reminds you of how to find it." Daniel smiled and nodded. "You've got it, Leo. Happiness isn't a treasure you find and keep forever. It's something you create every day with gratitude, kindness, and acceptance." From that day on, Leo carried his own little jar, just like Daniel's. It wasn't the jar itself that mattered, but what it represented. A reminder to seek joy in the little things, to give generously, and to let go of what couldn't be changed. And as he grew older, Leo shared the secret of the jar with others, spreading happiness like seeds in a garden, knowing that the simplest lessons often have the deepest roots. Moral of the story: true happiness doesn't come from things or circumstances. It's created through gratitude, meaningful connections, and accepting life as it is.